What's up, guys? Welcome to PvP, where we're going to be debating things about Halloween and scary stuff.
Yeah, because it's Halloween.
This is the scariest monsters in gaming, and you seem to have jammed again. But right now, we're going to be talking about scary monsters in video games, and up in the first debate, we're going to have Jin Shire and Lasercorn. Go!
Round one, fight!
For our first round, while Lasercorn is still working on his ammunition there,
his piece.
we got Warp Zone tweets tweeting us.
I know them.
The
Warp Zone guys.
And they said, Del Lago, the lake monster of Resident Evil 4, the closest thing we've had to a real Jaws type battle in gaming.
I'm definitely gonna be taking this one because this game, that guy still gives me anxiety when I play Resident Evil 4.
Excellent. And then going up against Del Lago is going to be Dr. Salvador, also from Resident Evil 5, I believe, and that'll be defended by the Lasercorn.
The gunless Lasercorn.
The Laserborn himself.
The gunless Lasercorn. What a sad day.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
I think we'll start it off with Jin Shire, since he's defending our submission. You have 30 seconds, Joshua, starting right meow.
See, first of all, you're just in like this small little lake, so you're like, oh, this is gonna be completely fine. It's a beautiful lake. Maybe I can do some fishing if I want. Then all of a sudden, this giant beast, prehistoric dinosaur, comes out of the ship and eats you. And it's terrifying because like he'll knock you out of the boat. So you have to repeatedly tap A button and it just starts to fill your soul with anxiety. And it's like, oh my God, keep hitting that A button, keep hitting that A button, keep hitting that A button. That's not what I'm doing. It's just, there's nothing worse than that fear of something bigger eating you.
There's nothing worse than that fear of Joven mashing an A button, because that's apparently what that looks like. And yeah, nothing else to say about that. Going over to Lasercorn, you've got 30 seconds to refute this argument. Go.
If I recall correctly, if that thing knocked you out of the boat, you could get back in, correct?
Yes.
You swim over to the boat and get back in. That's interesting, because if Dr. Salvador hit you once with his chainsaw, you died. He's a one-hit kill enemy. If you let him near you, you will get your f***ing head chopped off, because that's what he does. And he bursts through the gate and he's got a bag on his head. Why? Why did he put a bag over his head? To be f***ing scary, that's why. He is a one-hit kill boss. He is the much scarier one-hit kill boss. And if I get eaten, I'm like, oh, so what? So
Stop it.
I don't want a chainsaw through my neck.
Lasercorn very loudly talking about getting hit once and dying. He does. Okay.
Good wrap up.
It was very loud in my ear. I wasn't able to focus. We're gonna move over to Jin Shire for your 15-second rebuttal. Hopefully less painful for my eardrums. Go.
So it's a chainsaw. It's like it happens and it's done. You can outrun him. You like this giant monster swims so much faster. You can't swim faster than this beast. You're just lucky you're close enough to that boat to get out of the way.
All right, Jin Shire getting done in 10 seconds there.
That's normally all the amount of time I need.
Yep.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Going over to Lasercorn. Go.
A chainsaw is over quickly. Have you ever seen someone get chainsaw? It doesn't go right through. First of all, did you even see the cutscene? Because it's realistic. It's like as it starts to catch in your skin, and then as it goes through the cartilage, and then it hits your spine, and then it hits the carotid arteries. Blood spraying everywhere. It's quick.
Stop.
No. Joven.
Oh my goodness.
Chainsaw your neck off so you can see how quick it is.
Lasercorn sharing some of the secret pain behind his laser stare.
Wow.
Clearly has chainsawed people in the past. All right,
Maybe.
Let us know who you think won via Twitter. You can tweet us at Smosh Games or just personally at the Jin Shire at Sohingi at Lasercorn, and you can do that for the rest of the debates as well. Now we're gonna be moving on to round 2.
Round two, fight!
So taking up round 2 is going to be Lasercorn is going to be defending Hakuru8394, who said the kid necromorphs from Deadspace 2 creeped the crap out of me.
Very good pick.
And
Yeah,
in this battle of babies, Sohinki will be defending the babies from Dante'S Inferno. Those actually were creepy as hell. So let's go ahead and start with Sohinki hasn't talked yet. So you have 30 seconds to make your argument on why dead babies are terrifying. And go!
All right, now the necromorph babies were scary. They were little like zombie dudes. They had claws. That was a little frightening. But you know what's scarier than that? Babies that have f***ing blades for arms. Yes, they have blades for arms, as in the babies have knives like that are just their arms. How much more do I have to say about that? Number 1. Number 2, they were actually mocap from real babies. So you know how scary that is? This little baby like barely can walk, but then it also has these giant blades for arms that it's just kind of winging around, and then it murders you.
So you mix Wesley Snipes and a drunk baby together, and you get the dead baby from Dante's Inferno. Wesley Snipes' blade.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay, there we go. You've clarified.
Now to argue why the necromorph babies are so much more scary, laser going 30 seconds on the clock and go!
Yeah, Blades for Arms is pretty scary, but those necromorph babies had the weird twisted head that they would crawl at you with, and they could they were like in the orphanage, which was just the creepiest setting to have these dead babies, and like it was just all about the atmosphere in that game, and they explode. I mean, blades are scary, but a thing that's charging at you with the sole intent of exploding on you, and their bellies were like full of like this weird organic explosive gel, and if you shot them, even if you do kill them, if they're close enough to you, they're still gonna explode on you and kill you. Whereas with blades, even if they're close.
What makes dead babies funnier? Dead babies that explode.
Exploding babies. Scary.
All right, 15-second rebuttal. Go.
You know what is creepier than a nursery? I mean, a nursery, yeah, with dead babies in it, that's creepy. But you know what's creepier? Hell. F***ing hell. It's hell, and there's babies with blades for arms, and demons flying at you, and all kinds of terrible stuff. Hell is way creepier than a nursery.
I thought you were going to say what's creepier than a nursery is Cleopatra's nipples that the babies come out of.
That is also, that's just more disgusting.
Yeah. 15 seconds on why Cleopatra's nipples are disgusting. Go!
Yeah, I mean, hell's creepy, but I still think the nursery is creepier. And just the fact that, like, there was this nursery that was all chilled, and you have to imagine there were, like, little babies climbing around playing, and then the necromorphs come in and start turning babies into these zombies.
I'm gonna stop you on the fact that you've made a morbid painting there.
I mean,
that was a
you have to imagine
picture.
That scene. That's why it's scary, because the necromorphs came in there.
Wow, so now you guys get to choose who won round 2, at Soinky or at Lasercorn with the battle of dead babies.
Yep,
the dead babies.
That's all, folks.
Dead babies, folks.
Dead baby battle.
Round 3.
Battle 3. Ready, go!
Next up on the list, the third and final battle, it's going to be, stop that. Oh, man, I just want to throw things. I can't shoot you, but your scarf is so stupid.
Ow, leave my scarf out of this.
Yeah, rip it off.
Not the mic.
No, don't actually rip it.
Right.
It looks expensive.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've got the Yeti ski-free monster.
It's pretty warm in here,
defended by Joven.
It's freezing, we're in a spaceship now. The ski-free monster.
Who obviously came prepared for some skiing with this trendy scarf of his. Hipster. Hipster.
What? No one knows what hipster
Hashtag
is.
Joven's a hipster.
Hashtag Joven's a hipster.
And then going against the ski-free Yeti monster will be Sohinki, who has decided to champion the amnesia weird face.
Yeah, the little ogre, yeah, the strange mouth guy. So we've got those two squaring off. Grunts, I think they're called.
Yeah, and since Sohinki went first last time, I think we'll start with Joven.
All right.
If you could
I'm defending MV05 here, who sent this one to me. Which
oh, yes, correct.
I actually, I didn't even think about this until I saw the tweet, and I was like, yes, that guy was terrifying.
Yes, MV05 sent this in, thank you. Blast of nostalgia from that tweet. All right, you ready? You have 30 seconds, and go.
Death is inevitable, and that's why it's so terrifying. Just like the snow monster from Ski Free. It's like, oh, hey, I'm gonna do this ski game. I'm gonna do these giant jumps and flip around, but you knew you were gonna die in the end because you could not outrun the Ski Free snow monster. And like every time you'd be like, this is fun, and all of a sudden he just pops on the screen, just like running super fast. You'd think at least maybe you could outrun him because he's a giant like primate. Nope. This guy can move in the snow, and he eats you. He gobbles you whole, and then he dances.
Gobbles you whole. Phrasing! Stop. All right, time. Joven with some interesting choice of words there. Gobbles you whole. Although you did bring up an interesting point. How does he run faster than you are skiing on the snow?
Yeah.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. Also, I believe him being a metaphor for death was also an XKCD comic. So I'm not sure if you stole that or not. But we'll say, we'll pretend you came up with that on your own. Over to Sohinki for his 30-second rebuttal. Go.
The Yeti from Ski Free is kind of adorable. As Joven hinted, once he kills you, he dances, and the dance is cute. You know what's not cute? This giant grunt thing with a mouth that doesn't even make any sense. It's in like weird slivers and pieces, and he just like, they run at you and they claw your face off, and there's nothing you can do. All you can do is run and hide. You can't hide in Ski Free. You can at least try to outrun them and have some sweet jumps along the way. Also a metaphor for life. You just try to have fun before the end. But in Amnesia, there's no fun. There's only running and hiding and going insane.
And stop. Sohinki just said Amnesia is no fun. So there's his review on the game. Amnesia, no fun.
Yep.
Quote Sohinki of Smosh Games.
Yep.
Back over to Joven for 15 seconds. Go.
You can beat Amnesia. You can't beat Ski Free. Every time I sat down, I was like, maybe this time I can get away from him. Even if you cheated and held up on the control pad and then you like started moving up. Nope, he'd still pop up and be like, no, I'm gonna eat your face because you thought you could make it to the
And
end.
time. Jovin's saying that the reason it's scary is that he can't beat it. But if you did every game Jovin can't beat, then every game
Every
is
game's
really
pretty scary.
Yeah. Jovin can't beat most games, let's face it. All right, over to Sohinki for a 15-second response, and go.
If the grunts from Amnesia were to fight the Yeti, the grunts would win. You know why? Because they make you go crazy. And that Yeti, if he went crazy, he wouldn't know what to do with himself. He'd probably be helping along the skiers at that
He's
point.
already crazy.
Because he'd be insane and he'd be helping the skiers, and then you'd actually beat the game if they.
All right, and stop. Sohinki rebuttaling that the Yeti would pee himself if he ever ran into an Amnesia monster.
Yes.
Could be a valid argument, but we're not the ones to decide this. This is up to you. You guys decide it. Tweet us, let us know who won these debates, and yeah, thanks for watching.